Hi, my name is Bonnie Alexander. I'm a Star Director with TriStar Enterprises, and I'm really happy to be here today to talk to you a little bit about host coaching and the importance of working together and partnering with our hostesses to help them get a lot of free Tupperware. And at TriStar, we've been doing things a little bit differently this year. And one of the things that we tried and found great success with in the past few months is our 30-minute summer social. And people are really intrigued by the name, and they're like, oh, what is that? And 30 minutes, that's not very much time. I could probably schedule that in. So we're pretty excited about the results of that. And also with fall coming, we've changed it over to our 30-minute fall fling with Tupperware. And people are just intrigued by the name, tweaking it a little bit, whether you call it a cooking social or a party or a cooking class, whatever it is, the important part is getting people together, having fun, and showing them what's new in Tupperware. So one of the things that I have found that really helps is to get my hostess excited and to stay in touch with her. And what is she excited about? What is her goal? And finding out her goal is really key. So when I first meet her at the party and I have talked to her, that's one of the first questions that I want to ask. So when you get your friends together, what are you hoping to get free or half price by having your friends over? Because does she want the Micro Pro grill? Does she want our new host gift special? Does she want the pressure cooker, the stack cooker? There's so many things, right? Even a piece of cookware. So finding out what the goal is really key for her. So as soon as I get that date set, and remember, you don't have a party until you have a date in the date book, I like to send her home with something, and our hostess folders work really good for that. I put the date and time right there on the front, and I also have my information because I want it to be very easy for her to reach out and contact me. So contact is, of course, one of the most important things. So what is the best way for me to contact you? Do you prefer to talk on the phone? Are you an emailer? Do you like to just text or Facebook message? What's the best way for me to get in touch with you? And then I've got that down, and the first thing we want to do is we want you to start inviting. You might want to go ahead and send out a save the date text message to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. Who do you want to invite? And be sure to over invite, because if you only invite 10 people, you might only get 2 or 3 there. So over invite. So that you have a nice group of friends that are able to come that day. So be sure to thank your family, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, some people that you don't know very well but you'd like to know a little bit better, and your kid connections. Maybe you have children. What about their parents, your children's friends, the parents of them? Or if you're grown, do your parents have friends that you were always close to? Invite them. They would love to come and see you and see what's new in Tupperware too. So think outside the box when you start inviting. In the hostess packet, of course, it's really important to send with them some of the catalogs and the sale brochure so that they can see what we have new in Tupperware, and of course, they got to have the full line catalog. So sending them a couple catalogs and sale flyers to help them get started with their party is very important. Also, you want to make sure that they know what the host gifts are. So I printed this off so that they have that, especially if that's one of the focuses for them. I want them to keep that in front of them, maybe even put it on their fridge so they keep themselves focused on there. Now, I also give them a few pieces of paper that are going to be helpful for them, because there are people who like to see details. They want to see it in print. And I color code my pages so that it's really easy when I'm talking to them to say, oh, the recipes are on the green sheet. Oh, on the back of that purple piece of paper, it tells you how to figure your shipping and tax on those orders. So first thing they want to do is invite. What's the best way to invite? Personally inviting everyone is always your best bet. Do you want to mail some invitations out? Because maybe you have people who are not texting. They are not on social media. They would love to get a piece of mail, right? That's not a bill. So I offer to mail invitations. Yes, I certainly do. And I'm glad to do that for them. I also give out to them postcards that they can give out to their family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, so that their friends have something to take home that has that date information on it, and it helps them to remember too. The other good thing about giving out the sale brochures as your invitations is you're more likely to get orders from them because they see what our specials are. It gets them excited, and it helps with your outside orders even if they can't attend. I really like to do a recipe, whether it's food or drink. And in the brochure right now, we have the fun cocktail in there. So drinks are great. We have our cold brew carafe, whether they want to get together for a coffee social, or they want to make the blueberry cobbler in the grill, or they want to make the chicken and noodles in the pressure cooker. What would they like? Maybe they would love to do the buffalo chicken dip, and you get to use the grill and the Power Chef. So picking that recipe, again, it goes back to their goal. What are they hoping to get? I like to incorporate that when possible. And using the premium products is a great way to boost your sales and your datings as well. If they want to invite people, they can email me, of course, the addresses. They can message them to me, or old school, yep, they can mail me some addresses and I'll send those out for them. I also give them the outside order form. They can make copies. It's easy to take to work. They might send it with their spouse with the book and a flyer. Helps them to get orders. And then I like to do the lotto sheet, which I go ahead and give to her in her hostess packet because they don't have to be present to play the lotto in Tupperware. And it's $1 each time they sign their name. So at the end of the party, after we've collected the orders from the people there, if we've sold all 50 squares, that person wins $50 worth of free Tupperware. If we only sell 20 squares, that's okay. We're going to draw a number and that person will win $20 free. They don't have to be present to win, and they can buy as many squares as they want. Buy 1, 3, 5, 10, or they don't have to buy any at all. But it's a fun way to give everyone a chance at winning some free Tupperware, and it also counts as an extra order for our hostess, giving her more free. And our job is to give away the most free Tupperware that we possibly can. So that's a fun helper as well. Oh, and the best for last. Have you ever thought about doing a little bit doing something like Tupperware? Our little trifold is a great thing to do, or you can print off the current Say Yes offer, have that in there so that your hostess is thinking about joining you in the business, because she truly is the best lead that you have. She already loves the product or she wouldn't be having us over, and she's not afraid to go out and work for what she wants because she's having a party, right? So I always like to include that. And I ask her, and I go through everything in the hostess packet with my folder when we set the date so that she knows what's in here, and I get that opportunity to talk to her about joining us in Tupperware and finding out what her goal is so that she can get as much free Tupperware as she wants. So we're inviting her friends, right? Save the date texts are great. Invitations are great. I also then offer to do a Facebook event or a group if they're on social media so that we have a third way of contacting them. Also, I mentioned that I do mail invitations if they want. That invitation that I would mail, I can also turn it into a picture that they can use to text out or message out, so they have something to tell their people instead of having to make it up themselves. If I forward it to them, they can, boom, just hit forward and send that out. But personal invitations are really key. So make sure that you're offering that to them. And then in the Facebook group or the party that you have set up, the event, you can post your Tupper Connect links. You can post some of our fun videos. You can post a little bit about some of the new products that maybe they haven't seen. So it's a great way to get in touch with their friends and family and get them excited about coming to see it live in person. So the contact is definitely the biggest key to being successful in host coaching, and I like to follow up with them within 24 hours or so with a thank you. And I go back to how did they tell me they wanted to be contacted? Whether I'm sending them a text, a phone call, an email, I'm so excited and I can't wait to help you earn that MicroPro grill. Really looking forward to working with you. And then a few days later, I might check in and find out if they have invited everybody. Did we get all the invitations out? Did they think of someone who they would like to send a mailed invitation to? So checking in is always a really good thing to do. And then finally, in the last 36 hours, hey, don't forget, reminders are so important. Everybody's busy. They need that quick reminder. Hey, don't forget, I'm having my Tupperware Fall Fling. If you have anything that you have questions about, make sure you bring it along that night, including anything that might be cracked, chipped, peeled, or broken. Giving them the words so that they can talk to their family and friends, and doing the reminders is super important. Plus, you want to find out how many people are coming. I want to be prepared so I have enough party folders, gifts to give them. How many people do you have coming? So checking in with them, reminding them to do their last minute reminders is really important. Now at the party or the social, I'd love to use Tupperware's dating gifts to reward my hostess. And my new hosts are watching and they want the gifts too. So I love to start off with our dating gifts, like the refrigerator bowl. You get one because you had me over tonight. You get another one because, oh, you had 6 or more people here. Yay! You get another one because you had orders from people who couldn't come. Whether you want to make that any orders, 3 orders, 4 orders, $150 in orders, that's your call. Did they have some orders from people who couldn't come? Maybe even if they had a dating and waiting, they had a friend who they knew wanted to have a social or have their own party before the party started. I also love to give them the scoops, right? Everybody loves these flour, sugar, pet food, party mix, the ice bucket. Everybody needs the Tupperware scoops. So it's a great way to add those extra incentives. Plus, all my hostesses get the keychains, right? It's so much fun. They love the Tupperware keychains. And then, of course, they get the Smidget Tupperware smallest bowl just for having me over. And whether you're using the Smidget for ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, or salsa, a Walmart bag, so you have that bag for emergencies, oh yeah, and it holds money too. Because when you are with us in Tupperware, you really do make money in Tupperware, and you make at least 25% on everything that you sell. And Tupperware, it just makes sense. Saves you time, money, space, taste, and waste, and everybody should give Tupperware a try. So it's just a fun way to put in there a little information about joining us in the business and giving them, of course, one of the most coveted pieces of Tupperware ever, right? Now, using these are great ways to get your hostess excited, her friends are excited, and they're going to do what she did so that they can get a lot of free Tupperware too. So we really like to use the Tupperware pieces, and it didn't cost me a lot of money, but they're excited, and I'm happy to give that away to them too. Now, when you're doing those follow-ups, sometimes you have people who are like, oh, I'm not sure that's going to work out for me. They might try and cancel. And that's why you really want to touch base with them and keep them excited throughout the process, and don't date too far in advance. But when you're checking in, if they're kind of wavering a little bit, you might say, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about your party because you're the party of the week. Everybody in attendance is going to get a special gift, which could be a citrus peeler. It could be one of our tiny treasures, a straw. Everyone gets something just for coming. So that party of the week has sometimes saved those parties for me. Also, if they had something that really came up that they really can't have their party, you might give them an incentive. Hey, if you find someone to take your spot, I will have a gift for you and them. And you could do something as simple as a surprise pack, maybe valued at $25. How much is that event worth to you? You could give them free shipping on their order. Whatever you want to do, or maybe you've gotten some Tupperware, maybe some samples that you're not using anymore, you've earned some awards from your upline, use those as incentives to keep the parties going and keep your date book strong. So I hope that you will have a fantastic season in Tupperware, and remember, host coaching is one of the biggest keys to your success. So when you stay excited, they'll stay excited, and everyone wins. Have a great day, everybody. Good luck. Bye.